Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here today, a little bit of a different thing. We're on our B table. We sometimes got two recordings going, and on our evening where we had a bit of an interesting meta, we had Golgari Rats versus Is It Super Friends. I'm here alone today, and we're going to go straight into the opening hand. Piper of the Storm comes in, a great card for any Rats deck, just opening up against this probably pretty slow Super Friends deck, but they drop a thing in the ice. So, you know, already a substantial blocker and also a big threat. Just dropping the counters on it there so that they can show. Obviously, after 4 instants or sorceries are played, it does flip. Going into turn 3, we are taking the 1 and playing Nashi Moon Sage Scion. Interesting Rat Ninja card. It's going to mean that everyone flips the top card of their deck. Unfortunately, because of the angle, we don't have their decks on show. They play an experimental augury here from the Is It side. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, and it's just like put one on top, one on bottom, and also proliferate. So he's not going to proliferate his own thing in the ice here. That would be silly. Brings in Sulphur Falls and Voltage Surges of the Nashi. That's a sensible play there. Passing back to the Golgari Rats player. Tapping the 3, so if they missed a land drop, we'll find soon. Here comes another one. Here's another Nashi. It is special art though, the Secret Lair art in fact, if I'm not mistaken. Whilst the Is It player also brings out their second thing in the ice. That's going to be a rather explosive board if it kicks off. The thing you always got to watch out though with any Rats deck is they may have Death Touch at any particular time. So that means they would just blow up and melt away into the river. Here they come with the attacks. Leaving 4 mana open, so there should be some kind of element of Coco concerns here. But a ninjutsu to bring in the Netsui Prowler, giving Death Touch and Lifelink to the Nashi. Oh, he double blocked that. That's so devastating to this matchup. Just, I think, explaining there the exact logistics of ninjutsu. The fact that they did not block the other card means that, yeah, there go the thing in the ice. And the Rats player has complete control over this match here, I think. Another experimental augury, taking cards from the top. Oh, a little bit of a mana push away. 5 mana, we should see probably our first Planeswalker at this point. No, and actually just a scoop. Wow, straight in for the Golgari Rats player there. They are taking game 1. And, well, no surprise really. They did incredibly well. Just to play that ninjutsu out. I suppose ninjutsu is an underplayed mechanic. So if you don't specifically know it's coming, you're going to get caught out in game 1. A little bit of an opportunity to sideboard here for game 2 in this matchup. Whilst they are doing that, I'm just going to say, if you're not subscribed yet, please take this time to subscribe. We put Pioneer gameplay videos on this channel around 3 or 4 times a week, and it'd be great to just have you here more often. This is a solo cast. We usually have a main cast. A link to one of those videos will be up in the top right hand corner, and we cover all the meta, and we sometimes even have an off meta week or 2, like we are this week, where we've got Golgari Rat playing Is It Super Friends on our secondary table. But it'd be great to see it, and don't forget it's just free, so it'd be awesome if you could just hit that button, and if you can, also hit that bell. The players are getting ready here to go into game 2. They've shuffled up, they've cut, they're dealing out their 7. Interesting way, you got 2 different ways. 7 dealt out to the table by the Is It player, and 7 taken straight from the top from the Golgari Rats player. How do you actually do your mulligans? Let us know in the comments exactly the way that you take your 7 off the top. I take like a little pile, hoping to hit exactly 7. And obviously 60% of the time I do it every time, right? So you know, it's just a different way that you start your process of the game. Looks like the Rats player kept, and we've got the Is It player going again. Liking what they see this time. Yep, put one to the bottom. And it's an island and pass. They see a little bit of a different tempo in this game, especially with these who play on the play. They're going to get to their payoff cards a lot quicker. Trying to get down those planeswalkers that ultimately will get their engine ticking. Same comes the Piper. Piper's back out again on turn 2. Love to see it every time. Either players down to just putting 3 lands down. That's quite painful, to be honest. We could just be holding out a counter spell. There's a Burgle Vat. Enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. I believe they discarded again because we're on the B table. We didn't actually see the discard, but I could see that there was movement towards the graveyard. End step, Experimental Augury. This is a great card from a recent set to do a little bit of looting. It's a bit like See the Truth, but actually an instant speed card. We've seen our first Planeswalker payoff. I believe this is one of the Royal Planeswalkers. It's up on the screen in Japanese. Obviously, there is always fantastic alternative arts in the Japanese cards. And I believe this is a player who is of Asian descent. Does have every single one of these in that text format. But they are always kind enough to provide us with the translations. And we'll be putting them up on the screen for the others. But we thought we'd show you the beautiful art there on that particular card. What have we got going on? We got Burgle Vat down. We got Pack. We're probably going to see Kogo here, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Collected Company. The classic card. Top 6. This is going to be good payoffs probably in this particular shell. Be very surprised not to see 2 cards hit the dance floor here. Just making his choices. Clearly multiple choices here, because he hasn't just Windmill Slam down 2. So Caramonix, the Rat King, all that's get Toxic 1, fantastic, and a Blightberry Rat. Wow. Okay, so pretty much the nutty hit that he could have had. A Lord and an additional Rat. Toxic 1 on all of the rats. And the thing with Caramonix, he also goes and loots some more rats into their hand. And his 3 rats. Wow. So he's completely refilled his hand. Actually has 7 cards in hand right now, which is an insane amount straight after a Coco. And just coming for the face, I believe, is what's going to be coming here. Or is it they're going for the Planeswalker? Not too sure how much of a threat they value Ral. Nope, straight at the face. So looking to get the Toxic. The Toxic is 1 being represented by the counter just below the score. So an Experimental Augury. Doing the loots. Basically ticking up to copy the spell. And then taking 2 from the static effect. Wow. Taking the ice. Here we go. Here's the danger. Can the Rats play a beatdown before this thing in the ice becomes relevant and wipes the board? That's the question we're asking. They get a little space there in the middle, suggesting that something is coming down to power up the team. It's just going straight for it. Keeping back the Piper. That's 3 rats. He's actually taken the damage off, but didn't wait for the declaration of the ninjutsu. So he bounced the Burglar Rat, brings in the Scion, which will give the Death Touch and Lifelink. 2 extra damage in total. Gains the life. Gonna probably now replay the Burglar Rat to make them discard. Yep, replays the Burglar Rat. And a super strong board, really. Like, But an Anger of the Gods, incredibly timely actually. Deals 3 damage to all creatures. So gonna see a board wipe. A straight board wipe. So like, you know, that looked like the Vats player was gonna walk over with this match, but we now get a bit of a reset. Fantastic timing there on the Anger of the Gods. So an untap and draw. Remember though that the Vats player did fully refill their hand, which was gonna probably be the reason here that you can get straight back on the board and straight back at it. Burgle Vat, discarding. Looks like they're down to 1 card in hand. Another Burgle Vat, no cards in hand. A Dove in hand to control. Artifacts, instants, and sorceries cost 1 more to cast. That's an interesting Planeswalker, and it's going to have little to no effect, sadly, against a Vats deck. But hey, you love to see the invention here and the interesting attempt at this meta. Tap into actual Pack Rat. Pack Rat, the menace of when Vats was a deck in Standard. Oh, no, thinking about it. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, passing the turn. Realizing they were going to do little to no damage, and also keeping them up for the Pack Rat is important. What we're going to see here is we're going to probably see a discard, make a Pack Rat, discard, make a Pack Rat. That's gonna happen time and time again to make some big Pack Rats and probably take home the game. Discarded a Nashi, making a copy of a Pack Rat. So doing that on end step. There we go. Just saying there's 2 Pack Rats here. Are we just going to go to Pack Rat Central here, where he's going to play a land and he's just going to discard 2 cards, make 2 Pack Rats, and go crazy? I think I see a basic on top, so he's definitely got the land for turn to do that. Could even just be another Coco. Coco could be the rip off the top here. Okay, so it's coming in with everything. Yep, coming in with everything. Where's the declarations? Not too sure here if damage has been declared yet. Maybe just straight at the face there. There is 5 mana open. So I think no blocks has been declared. So we're making a Pack Rat. A TT Combat Pack Rat. Hashtag not sponsored. Okay, so what he's done here, he's bounced the actual Pack Rat. He's left open the token. He's injitsu'd in the Nashi and given the Nashi lifelink and death touch. Removed counters off a load of things, and we see just a scoop. Is it Superfriends didn't really get a chance to get going in this matchup, and Golgari Rats did fantastically well. Let us know what you think about this side commentary and also this side angle if you'd like to see more of these videos so that we had more on the channel each week. But the main videos, again, link is up in the top right. You can see Golgari Rats take on Is It Creativity on another match on this channel that was recently done. And be back for more videos, and like and subscribe, and thank you so much for being here.